75% of real estate agents fail within their first year. Why? Because they're following the wrong game plan. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how agents are scaling from $20,000, $50,000, and even $100,000 per month without wasting time, making thousands of cold calls and begging for referrals. This is the exact system that has helped over 1,000 agents inside of my community. By the end of this video, you're going to have the exact same roadmap and strategy so that you can start doing the same thing. Don't you feel like you guys right now, you're frustrated, you get a deal, you lose a deal, you're constantly chasing leads, you're sitting at an empty open house, you want more money to be able to fuel your business and buy more ads and mail out more mailers, but where do you mail the mailers? How often do you hit the community that you're mailing? There's so many questions and unknowns, but here's the harsh truth. Most agents are working hard, but they're not working smart. They're relying on outdated tactics, like cold calling for 50 hours a day, getting hung up on by people, DMing strangers with a copy and paste script, wasting time on social media with no clear strategy, waiting for referrals. 20% of agents go get 80% of agents wait for business. You don't need more money. You need a system that attracts high quality leads, and you need to start turning them into paying clients. I'm going to give you a 3-step system to get more deals, and I'm going to deep dive it right here. So I would find 3 to 4 buildings or communities that have 200 to 300 single family homes or units in the community, and I would start by trying to find inventory. How are you going to do that? You're going to cold call the community. You're going to call every expired, every FSBO. You're going to door knock the FSBOs. You're going to circle prospect this place or building twice a week until you get inventory. The keys to the castle and freedom is by getting listings. You have to list to last. So once you get this listing and you start putting a strategic plan in place to be able to go get other deals and referrals and have people calling your phone, this is what you do. Then you start initiating the mailers and you commit to a year of sending mailers. Not 3 months, not 6 months. Not, oh, Miami's pretty, then I want to go to Palm Beach, and then I want to go to Fort Lauderdale. No. The number one agent in Douglas Elliman, Dina Golden-Taylor, who sold Jeff Bezos 2 properties last year for $150 million collectively and sold over $800 million last year and sells the number one most amount of units and rentals and sales in the state almost, single-handedly, says to me, she does not market outside of one zip code. I know a guy personally who sells $20 million a year off one building that he lives in, and each unit's $2 to $3 million. He does 5 deals a year, he's good. He does literally 5 deals there and maybe 2 or 3 outside of that, and you got 17 to 20 million in deals right there. That's $500,000 GCI. That would be my number one thing. The second thing is I would start building a brand. There's a difference between branding and marketing. Branding is how you look, the color of your website, the material you're using on your mailers, the copy, the font, the persona, right? That is branding. Marketing is making sure that it's seen over and 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 over again. If you guys are familiar with me at all, it's probably not by choice. It's probably because I got in front of you either on TikTok, Threads, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, or some ad on Facebook or Meta. And once you saw something you liked, I'm not like one of these other people that try and sell a course and don't actually do what they say they do. I practice what I preach. I tell you to cold call, I cold call. I tell you to door knock, I door knock. And there's videos and I document everything I do for me to prove it. The other thing that I would start making a very big priority on is auditing my time and my family and my friends on what I watch and consume. And that would be number one. Like, why am I doing this? What is my why? Are my friends contributing to this? Are they helping me? Is drinking, smoking, partying, playing Xbox for 5 hours a day helping me further my career? But you have the GT3 RS as your screensaver, the Bugatti as your screensaver, right? And then the AP. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have a Porsche, I have 2 Rolexes, I have a lot of nice things, okay? I live on the water in Florida. I spend $20,000 a month on just my own personal expenses with food and cars and stupid shit. Okay, and I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying to you that if you want that lifestyle, you can have it. And you can have it a lot quicker than it took me to get there. I had to sit here without mentorship for half of my career trying to figure all this out. I had to sit here and figure out the right things to say, how to say them, when to say them, and go through these motions over and over and over. And then I started mastering it in Michigan, where I'm from originally, and I was selling $300,000, $400,000 houses every day, and I was kind of sick of it. I was like, I'm meant for more. I want to sell more, dude. I want to sell millions, $10 million houses, $20 million houses. And I threw myself in Miami during COVID, 2020, December 26th, the day after Christmas. I drove down here from Michigan, and I started my career. I had 4,000 followers on Instagram. No, not even 2,000. And fast forward 4 years later, I have 84,000 on Instagram. I have 83,000 on TikTok. I have 5,000 on YouTube, which I need to do better on. But if you calculate everything and all the views that I get, I have digital real estate. My digital real estate is I'm getting millions of views a month on my social media. I have tactics to be able to, for $100 a day, or even $50 a day, you can go get 500,000 views a month on your social media, even if you have 4,000 followers. So I can show you all of this stuff, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys. I want you to start step by step, right? Like, go interview 3 to 5 brokerages. Find out what the commission splits are. See if you feel comfortable with the broker, because you're going to need to call that broker when you're getting deals. A lot of people tell you in the beginning, figure out the contracts, figure out this, figure out the paperwork. It is extremely important, don't get me wrong, but number one, most importante, is you need to learn how to sell. There is nothing else on this. If you go to your office every week and you go, got a new listing, I need help, Rebecca, Samantha. No, you have to submit the listings. I love you guys, you're amazing, thank you. I don't know what to do. Please make sure this gets on the MLS. Please make sure this one gets on the MLS. I just got another one. And then guys, when you start providing value, the broker and the people, they're going to start helping you, and or you're going to be able to afford to get a transaction coordinator, which is another thing. Last year, I devoted a lot of time into my coaching business. A lot. More than I would have liked to. But I love it. It's busy. It keeps me busy. And I have a lot of people counting on me, and I have a lot of people making a lot of money in there. But I still managed to sell $20 million, stay in shape, coach over 1,000 people, have half of those people double their business in as quickly as 3 to 6 months. Most of them are under the age of 25. Still learn how to shoot, learn jiu-jitsu, go jet skiing, travel, all while doing. How am I able to do that? That's what I'm trying to get at. How am I able to do that? But then there's somebody who probably worked way harder than I did on real estate alone all year to sell $3 million. We all have the same amount of time in a day. I just don't do anything other than sell and make content. Listen to me very closely. If it doesn't make me money or bring me joy, I do not partake. If it doesn't bring me money or bring me joy, I do not partake. I got a listing appointment for $5 million last week. I got the listing. The guy called me. I call my assistant, Emily, which I can give you all my transaction coordinators and whatnot once you're in my community, and access to my videographer, my video editor, my web developer, my marketing guy, my ad guy, my copy guy, everything that I've had to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years to learn and knock on a lot of doors and shake a lot of hands to get to where I'm at to be able to give you guys anyways. So I call her, I go, Emily, I got a contract, here's the terms, 4.99 million, 5%, 6 months, 3 months, 6%, whatever it is. Order the photos, order the sign, order this, order that, put it in the MLS, write up a description, I'll proofread it, send it to him, here's his email, put him and her in a group chat. I get back home, I do my follow-ups that are right here, and I'll show you the system of how I have all these recurring reminders so that I never forget who to call and take notes on them. I go home and I make content and I go to the next listing appointment, or I take my girlfriend to lunch, or I go play Xbox for 2 hours. I like playing Xbox too. And the world's working. I have 10 employees on my consulting business. I have 4 on the real estate side, and I have 3 real estate guys that are on my team. So, I mean, I have like 20 people that are counting on me in 1,000 real. But how do I manage? Because I delegate. I put people in the right spots. I'm not the guy that's like hands off in my community where no one's there. I'm very, very involved. I review all of the coaching feedback. I have coaches that teach people, but you still get me. And then I ask all the people, do you like that coach? What could he have done better? What could I do better? What could we do better? And we don't have a listing presentation room done. Listing presentation room done. We don't have a listing presentation done. Got it. Here you go. So all of those things, that's what makes our community so good, because we constantly monitor it. But again, you don't have these certain things in place yet. And you can't afford it yet either. So number one thing is we need to master sales. We need to master handling objections. We need to master the listing appointment. We need to make sure our brand's intact. We need to have a logo. We need to personally brand ourselves. We need to scream from the rooftops what we do. It doesn't matter if you're a real estate agent. Dude, I know fucking real estate agents that are making $1 million a month in Miami. I don't want, but real estate, you're just a real estate agent. Let everybody tell you, everyone's going to laugh at you, dude. And then in 2 years, when you're making more money than a doctor, you can start laughing at all them when you're driving a brand new Mercedes or a brand new Porsche or Range Rover or whatever car you want. Because you can have whatever you want. And you can build the team, right? So the sky's the limit. I encourage you guys to think bigger. Grant Cardone was a huge inspiration and motivation to me because he started his career at 25. That's a little late to me to start like really going for it. And he was a drug addict up until that point. Okay? So that's that. In order, find that brokerage, meet a few brokers to see who you like the most, sign with them. Beforehand, I would join my community, and here's why. Because you're going to save 6 months of spinning your wheels. Time is more valuable than money every single day of the week. I don't care if you're Sylvester Stallone, if you're Donald Trump, if you're Elon Musk. You could have $100 quadrillion billion. You can't buy back time. So if you could learn these exact same strategies, which by the way, I'll show more testimonials here. You guys can see it below. You can click on my website. We have countless people that are making $30,000 to $70,000 a month from cold calling alone. If you learn exactly what they learn in a matter of 3 months, your first 3 months in real estate, you can literally take all the guesswork, all the preliminary work out of the way, get a splash page, have a digital presence, have all the scripts, master the scripts and the objection handling, and then you go out into the field and then you start dialing. And obviously you're going to have to learn how to swim by swimming. So you're going to jump in the water, you're going to figure it out. We have 15 calls a week within our community to be able to help our coaching clients. So we have a role play at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. every single day. We have an advanced role play session for the people that are really good. We have a listing presentation practice that happens every Wednesday. We also have a real estate investor class that happens by one of my own very students that owns $4 million worth of real estate. He's 21 years old. He cash flows 20 grand a month. We have the fastest and greatest real estate community in the world. That's where I would start. And then as far as building out the system, scaling, growing your social media and building a personal brand and what equipment to use and your my computer setup and everything that I have, all of those other things we can talk about as well, and follow-up scripts and blah, blah, blah. But that is where I would start. And I'm telling you guys right now, you deserve a better life. You can do it. Think bigger. It doesn't matter if you're from Idaho, if you're from a small town in Kentucky. You can go to New York and start selling $1 million listings. You can come to Miami and start selling multi-million-dollar listings. You can move to Texas or California. You are the only person standing in the way of that. I love my family. I love my friends that are from Michigan, but they were a distraction. And it was holding me back. I needed to be alone. I needed to put my back up against the wall. I needed pressure. And here I am. And I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. I'm not content. I want more. I'm never going to stop. But here we are. I'm living in Miami. I have a beautiful girlfriend. I have a beautiful life. I have a housekeeper that does all my laundry and irons my clothes and cooks for me and cleans for me. And will bring me a coffee if I tell her to bring me a coffee. I have a brand new Porsche 911 GTS that I love. I'm hanging out with some of the biggest influencers and people in my space in the world that are all making millions of dollars. Some are making $1 million a month. So to get access to my people and my information and the things that I know and the people I know, I think it's very well worth the investment. It's not a course. It's not a program. It is true mentorship, because mentorship is I'm in the field with you. Coaching courses are videos and they just throw you out in the field and say, oh yeah, here's $5,000. Give me $5,000, go watch my videos. No. There's a lot more that goes into my community. There's 3 main pillars. There's the community itself. There's all the calls. There's 150 pre-recorded videos as well. All the curriculum, and there's other things that I'm not showing you or discussing either because you're not a coaching client. So until you are, I can't tell you. But I know how to get access to listings before they go on Mojo. Imagine the competitive edge you have being able to call people before they get hounded and harassed by 500 other agents. We have the best community for practicing handling objections, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, if you want my systems, my techniques, and or you want to just crush it as a real estate agent and you don't need my help, this is where I would start. This is what I would do. I appreciate you guys watching this far. Share this with a friend. Give it a like, give it a comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. If you have other suggestions for more content like this, message me. Message me on Instagram, message me here, comment, tell me, and I'll make it. Appreciate you guys. I love you. Let's be great today. Good does not pay.